Good fences make good neighbors, right? That's what Robert Frost said anyway. I want to tell you about this fence behind me. So a couple years ago, I was on my treadmill early one morning, reading my Kindle as I do on my treadmill, when I looked down and there was a dog standing next to my treadmill. Now, I have a dog, but this was not my dog. This was a dog I had never seen before. Um, Fortunately, he proved to be a friendly dog, and I managed to persuade him to leave my house by the back door and go out into the backyard, where I found that he was my neighbor's dog who had pushed through this fence and then gone through the dog door and into my bedroom. So, good fences making good neighbors. I took him back to his house next door and we fixed the fence, and we're still friends with our neighbors. Now, for the literary purists among us, I do know that what Robert Frost was trying to argue against was the kind of barriers that prevent us from being good neighbors and having good connections with each other. But I gotta tell you, if my neighbor's dog is in my house every single day, that our relationship is gonna begin to suffer. So I do think that good fences do actually make good neighbors. And we do need to define ourselves, especially in the emotional and relational parts of our lives, in order to have good relationships with other people. And boundaries are what I'm talking about here. Boundaries define just what's me and what's not me, what's okay with me and what's not okay with me. And when I am able to do that and practice really good boundaries, I can see myself as a whole person. I'm able to make healthy choices for myself. I'm able to respect other people and their choices. And that all sounds so simple, but in real life, we all know that it doesn't work out quite so easily many times. And we find ourselves going along to get along, and we find ourselves compromising and maybe finding ourselves in relationships that feel unequal, and maybe even unsafe after a while. And when we run into those kinds of situations, we may even realize that I need to work on my boundaries, but it's just so much easier said than done. And the thing I've found over the years is we need support. We can't do this work by ourselves. I know when I first started working on my own boundaries about 20 years ago, I needed some people who could encourage me and were committed to supporting me in that. And I'm now a therapist, and an awful lot of the work that I do is helping my clients work on their own boundaries and decide what's okay with them and what's not okay with them, and then supporting them toward their goals. And I've been thinking recently that I would like to expand that work. And what I'd like to do is create an online group for folks who know that they need to work on their boundaries, but they need some support to get there. And so this is my big idea. All this personal experience I've had with boundaries, all this professional work that I've done, turn that into a 30-day practice community that's based in Facebook group. So easy peasy for folks to get to, just in the convenience of your own home, and on your own time frame every day, with a really simple format, a short daily video like this one, and then a daily writing prompt, which I've designed to take about 20 minutes. So it might be a 30-minute total commitment every day. And then you can spend as much time in the group as you want. You can share whatever you want, interact with other folks, and if that sounds like something that you need, a 30-day practice for your boundaries with like-minded people who are committed to the same kinds of things, then follow the link down below, and I will hope to see you soon.